Yeah.
As earlier from the since childhood we can learn in class 3, 4, 5. We have since learning that water is very significant. We have to save water, the because they are very wasting of water. Water can play a very important role in our life. Like we are using water to drink, for drinking, for washing cloth, for uses. mm, uh,
70 to 80% of our land is covered with the water.
yes, sir. Our body is covered 70% of water.
Right.
Like uh, our our body contains having, and we can use many more things. Uh, their content, they have also the water content, and we can, sir, I can see later. And
आप किसको पास करना चाहते हो अपना राइट्स, कविता और काजल में से जिसको आप चूज करोगे, आई विल गिव. दिस पावर इज विद यू.
sir, who raised the hand first? I will see.
तो आप चूज कर लो.
Kavita.
ओके, गो अहेड. ठीक है. या, गो अहेड कविता.
Good evening, everyone. As we all know that water is a colorless, odorless, and tasteless substance, and it is only found
First
at
6 seconds should be very, very powerful, dramatic. Use all your energy to throw. Good morning, everybody. Good evening to everybody. Today, I'm going to talk about one of the most important substance of the universe. Without that, even our life cannot be, imagined. Many of the things, all other substances can be found everywhere, but one substance, if it is not there, the life cannot be existing over there. Even on the moon, even on the Mars, even on the other part of the world. ट्रेलर होता है ना पिक्चर का, तो पहले 6 सेकंड का ट्रेलर बनाया करिए. अगर पब्लिक में बात करनी है तो आदत पड़ जाएगी, तो आपकी बात को लोग सुनेंगे. राइट? पोजिशनिंग करो, अपनी हर वर्ड की पोजिशनिंग करो. अच्छे से बात करना कोई बुराई तो है नहीं. अपनी बात को बहुत बेहतरीन तरीके से प्रेजेंट करना कोई बुराई तो है नहीं. आर्टिकुलेट करना कोई बुराई तो है नहीं. यही तो सीखना है हमें लाइफ में, प्रोफेशनल लाइफ. पर्सनल लाइफ में आप जो मर्जी बात करो. अब आप देखते हो जब कभी बड़ी मीटिंग होती है तो लोग आर्टिकुलेट करते हैं विद इन 6 सेकंड. Everybody is getting attracted. Oh, he's going to say something important. Good.
Good evening, everybody. Today I'm going to speak about water. As we all know that water is a substance which is tasteless, colorless, and odorless, and it is only found at Earth.
On the Earth.
Yes, sir. The availability of water on the Earth makes Earth different from other planets, and this is the only reason why life exists on the Earth. As we all know that for the first time life exists in water, and from there it developed. Water is essential for our survival. As we all know that 60% of our body is made up of water. Water carries nutrition, oxygen throughout our body, and it also helps us to cool down our body. But at present time, we can say a lot of water scarcity is occurring. As we all know that plants also use water for making their food, getting nutrition, and also other life are dependent on the water for their survival. But instead of knowing all these things, we are wasting our water without thinking about it, that it is a limited resource. We all say that there is a lot of oceans, there are huge seas, so there is plenty. We see water as there is plenty of water on the earth, but we forget at that time all those waters are not drinkable. All those waters doesn't support life. All that water doesn't help us to survive. Uh, from As we compare today's situations from our past years, so in present time, we have wasted a lot of water, and at many places water crisis is occurring, and uh, countries are facing water crisis. Like I would like to give example of Africa. There are many countries where drinkable water is not available. They have to walk for long hours just for getting one glass of water. Instead of knowing all these things, we all are not uh, doing something for save water, and we are continuously wasting water just because it is easily available for us. Because we all used to live in North India, where drinkable water is easily available. But if we move towards South India, for example in Mumbai, at that there we have to purchase for drinking water. There is a limited time where uh, people get water only at that time period. So uh, and in many countries there is not even water available that uh, they can sell to their peoples. So they are exporting from other countries for drinking waters. And as if we talk about Middle East countries like Arab, so they use ocean's water for drinking. They firstly they they have established a use of machineries there for making water drinkable. And after wasting a lot of money, we should not say wasting. After using a lot of money, they get only one glass of water for drinking. But still, we are wasting our water. So we should uh, we should improve our habits. Like when we are taking for saving water, when we are taking bath, we should avoid sour bath. We should use bucket for taking bath. We should tell we should also aware people about it, that water scarcity is going to be happen in our futures. And there are many countries, uh, as we say that water is also essential for our life, but there is also natural uh, um, sir, we can say that what water is sometimes like a disaster for also, like when tsunami or when tsunami comes, it thrives a lot of lives. A lot of people lost their houses, and they have to move from their cities. Like scientists are assuming that many cities in till 2050, many cities are going to be sinking in oceans, and one of them is our Mumbai also, just because glaciers are melting. And when glaciers are melting, so level of water is increasing. And there are many cities which are on the bank of oceans and seas, and they're important they are important for trading and for employments and other things, and they're going to be sink down. So all these are happening. We can say that glaciers are melting just because that is also a result of our bad habit, that we are producing a lot of carbon dioxide, and because of that our earth is heating a lot, and all glaciers are melting, and level of water is increasing in seas and oceans. So our important cities are going to be sink down till 2050. So we have to do is that we have to limit our will that we as a human being are increasing our necessity day by day, that we are at the level we should stop so we should stop for our few bad habits. sir, like
कितना मिनट हुआ है सुरभि?
So time up. I have raised my hand. That's why.
Okay, okay. ठीक है. Thank you, Kavita. You have successfully crossed the timing. Yeah, Kajal.
Good morning, everyone. I'm going to
Good
talk about
evening. Good evening.
sorry. Good evening, everyone. I'm going to talk about very contemporary topic, significance of water. I will start with the very 5 spiritual elements of nature that is required by that is mentioned in our Vedas, that are Prithvi, Akash, Agni, Jal, and one more. I'm not getting that.
Vayu, air.
Vayu. According to that, Jal, that is water, is one of the essential elements for the survival of the earth and for the solar system.
Now
not only for human beings.
Now you see, when Kajal has articulated her point in a very good manner, right? So everybody was surprised to see, wow, what a great speaker she is. She was same person. She could have started like water पानी पीने के काम में आता है, ये भी कह सकती थी, but she took the clue from Vedas and she connected the Vedas and all those 5 elements, and everybody must be thinking यार कितनी talented है, क्या knowledge है उसके पास. तो उसने अपनी पूरी brand image change कर दी. If you start talking again and again in the same manner, people will say कि यार she is going to talk something interesting. Let's listen her. तो लोगों को faith हो जाएगा, बार-बार एक ही branding करने से आपका trust बढ़ जाएगा. चलिए, yeah, good, very good start.
Water is not only essential for human bodies; it is essential for all the living beings on the earth. If I'll talk about there is many starvation happened in our past, but one of the starvation is also happening due to the lack of the water. That is one of the country, Africa and Middle Eastern countries, that are facing the famine starvation problems, mainly due to the lack of drinkable water. And if I talk about the importance of water for human life, first for our dehydration, it's also important. Secondly, for the as we know, 60% of our body is based on water, and it is the essential one. And one of the point that is mentioned by Kavita, that is the life started on earth from water, and the life, the fish, the insects, from a small insect to a whale, the life they depend. This is water is like a home to them. So I think the significance of water is also important to all the living organism on earth. If I talk about so I think I'm done with the topic.
Started very well, but you come to the situation. You have given up. You should not, right? कितना मिनट हुआ सुरभि?
She started from 18 until then it's 4 minutes only.
Okay, okay. Now you can take lead, Surbhi. Yeah, Komal, you can take timing for her. Surbhi, कितना मिनट बोलते हैं?
A very warm good evening to everyone. So here I will talk on the very that we have heard from our childhood, that what water is. Actually, water is the basic necessity of life in this earth. And if we will divide the earth into 4 parts, the 1/3 part of the earth is covered into water. But then also we are having the scarcity of water, because the drinkable water is very less in the earth, which is very that is the major destructive thing for our livelihood. As we can see that one of the very great philosopher, I didn't remember the name, but he told once that the third world war will take because of water, because we will fight for drinkable water from each other. because the in the upcoming time it will go just lower in quantity. In our school, an wake up program was being organized for us to just learn to control the wastage of water. There many things has been used to wake up, like they were using music, dance, and many things, but then also we just say that we have to control the wastage of water. But then also we are talking here that we will save, but then also we just are wasting like it, that it's our property. When even a child will learn from school, and if we are wasting, he will say that we should not waste. Then we will say him or her that don't say that, we are just paying for it, we are paying the water bill. Or but in where I live, it is a small town, it is not a very big town. Here we don't pay much for water, but in many cities they pay very much. There is a meter that is used for the water bill. Like electricity bill is given, electricity meter is being fitted in every house. Their water meter is fitted. It is a very good initiative, because people are concerned more for which they have to pay. Every paying thing is just expensive for them. So I think it is a good initiative. But if, in most of the countries we can see that many of them has told that in eastern countries, in Israel, for the in Israel they use many uses where they convert salt water in drinkable water. Then also, but it is a just think that they are controlling it, but it is not properly just drinkable, because it is not having the proper minerals. But that initiative is just taken from Israel by our prime minister to just to make the salt water also a sea or ocean water for drinking purpose, or not for only drinking purpose. We can use it, we can also use in harvesting and many things, washing clothes and like all. We have seen that many programs have been just like containing the rainwater for harvesting, which is the process is known as rainwater harvesting for the process of farming. But many of I have seen in many reels and that are famous on Instagram, the which is used for the to awaken the public. But they are just, I think, in the name of public influencer, they are just teaching us that how to. I have seen a reel today only in water that a person was just he was just signifying that how God has made him, and he was just saying tallness, and he was giving this much of bucket of water and respect to girls. He was giving a very tank in, he was wasting. I think if I can share it, I will. And I was just reading the comments, everyone was just saying you are wasting too much of water in just showing your personality. But if we will see in our home only, we don't use mug for brushing, we use uh, tap only. We will just put it on and we are doing brush, and the water is just wasting. We just say that we are not doing that thing, but we do. That is the most painful thing, that we always teach everybody, but we don't take the initiative in ourselves. And we can also, I can also give the there are many initiative are done by the influencers also. I have seen a girl which has made a plastic that is reusable. If we will put it on water, if we will see its decomposing process. If it is just decomposed, it will become a water which is drinkable. And I don't know the invention. That invention was made by a girl only, but I don't remember her name. I have seen that she made a plastic which is reusable, which is decomposable. If it will be dissolved in water, it will become water only. So if we take an initiative for the save of water, we can save many. I have seen a video of a ocean in Instagram only, that the ocean creature are just coming out of the oceans because we are just throwing our waste in ocean. Even the Ganga plan also was made by the I think UP government to clean the Ganga, and it cost very much. But whose money is going in cleaning? Only ours, only because we are paying taxes for it. But if we will be more conscious, if we don't have to pay for cleaning the river. If we are only responsible, it will take us that money which are giving as a taxes, it will be used for by the government in our development process, not in just cleaning the rivers. It is not the responsibility of government to clean the rivers, it is our responsibility. And I think so I have taken much time, so I will not waste anyone's time. So that's it.
So how much time she has taken, Komal? Kajal कितना वक्त लिया इन्होंने?
Sir, I was not the timekeeper.
Okay, you are not that. Then who are, okay, no problem.
He has taken 9 minutes.
9 minutes. She has taken 9 minutes. No problem. ठीक है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. तो चलो, Nikita, start.
Yes, sir. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, sir. Today's topic is water. We all know water is the source of life. Water, we can't live, we can't imagine our one day without water. We can say water has a very significant role in our life. There are 70% water in our earth and 30% land. We should not waste water. Water.
कोशिश करो, don't worry, आराम से. Water means only, don't think about water. So there are so many things which is related to water. Cold drinks are related to water. Even packaged water bottle is there. Lot many businesses are happening for the namesake of water. Agriculture is dependent. So many things you can talk about.
Water is available for us. It is free for us. Then we always waste water. We use water and always waste water. But when we go somewhere and purchase water, then we realize that we should not waste water. When we are at home, then we are not realizing that we waste our water. And government make many schemes for not waste water. And
बोलिए आराम से बोलिए, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, बोलिए.
water has very significant role from very earlier time. We see it's significant in our books. We read every standard. We read water significance. In our Vedas, there are written that Kshiti Jal Pavak Gagan Samira. There has also described the significance of water. And sir,
बोलिए, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, don't worry. Yeah, who's the next? ठीक है, और कौन है? Okay, anybody would like to take the opportunity again, Anuradha?
Yes, sir. Sir, I want to complete the sentence. क्षितिजल पावक गगन समीरा पंच तत्व से बना शरीरा.
Wow, great. Wow.
We are just studying in this yoga class in soft skill. Sir is telling us this Kshitijal, I mean, these 5 elements make our body, and one of them is water. We can't imagine our life without water. What is the second thing? First thing, our breathing is the first thing. Without that things we can't imagine. And water is, I think, water is the second thing. Uh, there are many more advantages of water. Use we can and use water for many more things. And there is, in our country, there is not scarcity of water, but even we are traveling in out traveling, we have to just buy water. We, we do not get water for free of cost. We want a liter of water, 2 liter of water, we can pay for the money, and after that we can order. And we can't imagine that what is the condition of that country. There is a scarcity of water. If in our country there is not scarcity of water, then after we can pay water for pay money for water. And we can't imagine that things. Water is uh, our our content. Earth is covered 1/3 of water, but most of the percentage of water is salty. There's very few percentage of water which is drinkable. And so I want to use one of the topic that is Survi told, that we are seeing that uh, in our hostel we also see that most of the girls are using just they are opening the tap and they are doing brushing, and they are while they are doing the brushing and the tap is opening. This is the wasting of water. And they open the tap for water, for full the bucket, and they come into their room for taking something, and the water is wasting on that place also. First of all, we have to initiate, we have to initiative, we have to save the water. After then we are saying other people that you just save the water. You can start in our home, the first thing. And we are doing so much scheme, like sometime earlier we are just NSS camp and going to the sea ghat and doing campaign for water saving for the on the Ganga river, jal bachao, and the
Swachhata Abhiyan, all those things.
yes sir. Water is essential for the agriculture part also, because a plant cannot grow and survive without water. Like human beings, they also need water. Water is the most important thing for them also. And we can use there are many more uses in our homes, like we are using for drinking water, for washing clothes, for washing floors, um, many more things. That's all.
Very good. Yeah. Anybody else wish to talk more? कोई और contribute करना चाहेगा? कौन?
Sir, I.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So apart from water pollution and water, I would take, if I would like to show some light on the about the scientists who are finding life in another planet. If the life is not possible in Earth only, we are not saving soil, we are not saving water, then how it could be possible in another planet? We can also see from today only we are creating pollution in space too, because we are sending so much of satellites and there are no medium to take it back to the Earth. And they are, if they are just got damaged there, if it stopped working there. We all know that the whole satellite is made up of plastic or metal, which, and there is no there is no gravity, and it is just floating in the space. So it is creating pollution there also. And NASA has also found that the life can be on Mars and in the moon too a little bit. But if we can just, if we are more conscious, if we will get more conscious about Earth, I think that there are many many person who are just doing campaign for saving Earth, like Sadhguru, who is just taking the campaign of save soil. There are many persons who are just cleaning the sea. They are making a NGOs for just saving the ocean creature. They are forming a group. They are just going and cleaning the whole sea, where the plastics, people go to a beach on Sundays and just throwing waste of like plastics and many things. They are just collecting, and they are just investing their own money. They're doing they all the week they are doing work, and on the weekend they're not having fun and just spending their time with their family. But they are, rather than spending time with their family, they are just giving their life for saving the earth. So I think if we will also take an initiative for saving the world, if not only the water pollution is the just thing, there is many things like soil pollution, air pollution, and many sound pollution too. So there are many pollution which we are using of like ACs and freeze fridge. It is just a basic necessity of every home that we need ACs and we need fridge. In we rather we can also use air coolers too, but we prefer ACs more than air coolers. And in I think they are the most reason that it is harming the nature, because it creates carbon monoxide, and it sulfuric acid, which is the cause in the acid rain, and it is making a hole. There are two ozone hole which is detected in the ozone layer, which is due to which ultraviolet rays are coming. We are having skin cancer, itching on the eyes. We humans are the only thing that are just destruction for the earth, not only for the earth but for the universe too. And in the everyone was talking about the shastra, and that we all are made up of five things. But if we will talk in the earth, that Purans only, it is written that when there will be I would say this in like in Hindi, जब घोर कलयुग आ जाएगा तब आदमी ही आदमी को खत्म करेगा. We can see that we are just destroying humans by humans only, not by killing them. We're just creating more problems by us only. It is the only destruction that we can see. We can see in Kedarnath that flood has came.
Yeah,
It destroyed the whole city.
yeah. It's
That are the
overflooded,
things.
yeah.
Yes, sir. And the that melting of glaciers, which are making the water level high, very much high. The city of Venice is now even I think the whole city is just covered in the like a little bit of water, but the scientists are just thinking that till the year 2042 the whole city will be just covered in water, the city of Venice, just because of the increasing of water level. So we can see that now the earth is just came in the stage of destruction. So that's it.
Yeah, so good point I think you have raised. Yeah, Kajal, you want to say something?
Yes, I want to say that a famous author says that water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. Why is the question that water is everywhere on earth, and why we are not understanding the importance of water on our earth? why the researchers are finding water and liquid substance on Moon and Mars, why they are not finding any other elements. This makes her understand the significance of water, because we are by only starting an initiative or launching a scheme will not help us with saving water. The self-realization, when we humans will realize the importance of water, this will lead to an actual implement of initiative. As we everyone says that water will exhaust from earth, how can we imagine earth without water? But according to me, according to science also, water is not exhaustible. It can be degrade, it can be fragile, but it cannot be exhausted because of the magical water cycle which cycles on earth and on atmosphere, and it will not exhaust anywhere, because it will have to recycle itself from land to atmosphere. Yeah, although the amount of water varies from place to place, like if we talk about the Rajasthan and the UP, the amount of water can vary, but water cannot be exhausted. So I think water importance of water could be a livelihood for a businessman, and could be a destroyed for an agriculturist. Like a businessman is taking a water packed bottle as a profitable business, and on the other side, the lack of water, the contaminated water is causing a suicide by the agriculturist, because they are not getting the irrigation system to irrigate their land. So one side, water is like a blessing to the businessman by making a profitable business, and on the other hand, it is we are reading in a newspaper the suicide case of the agriculturist by farmers, not only because of the bank loan they are not getting well irrigation systems. uh, this can we can think about a colorless element. Water is such a colorless element that can make earth a greenery land, a colorless element. With its drop can make earth beautiful and fill it with a greenery. So I think through these we can understand what is the importance of water. Even the power, the energy we are getting in our body, in our electricity, it's all because of water. The power we have in our body is 60% based on water. The electricity we get in our home is based on hydroelectricity. So we can see that the earth is full of the essentials which are necessary to fulfill our need but not our wants, and this is causing the degradation and the contamination of water. And
Right.
I think
Yeah. Good. Yeah, Nikita, you want to
that's
say
all.
something? Yeah, Nikita.
Yes, sir. We always listen that one third in the earth, one third part of in one third part available water, but from that we always think that water water is available in sufficient manner, and we waste water. But but after some time in future we have to we will we we can face water crisis. Then to from to avoid water is from then we should not waste water. We we have to take initiative to save water from our home, and we avoid shower and taking bath in bathtub, and whenever we goes anywhere, we always think in mind we should not waste water, and we have to save water, like it is very.
So guys, I think you have spoken very well. Okay. So now you can rethink about whatever you have talked. Already you have videos. You can go through that. Just try to understand that where you are you can add more value. Topic was very simple, which is known to you since ages. But when matter comes for the delivery or the presentation, everybody was struggling even for 7 minutes, right? So just rework on this. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, again, we will work on some other, right?